Okay, we're live. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Appliance Boot Camp. Um, excuse me. This pollen that we have down here in North Carolina is really rough. So if you hear me coughing and wheezing, I don't have COVID. I got pollen. Pollen down here is really bad at this time. And my allergies get worse and worse the older I get. We got a hands-on event coming up this weekend. This will be the last one of the month. I'm not going to do one in May. I still haven't heard anything from the schools if they're going to have in-person graduations or whatnot. Like I said, I got two graduations next month. So I'm just going to hold off and pick back up in June with doing the hands-on live event. Um, Also, we got the ice cream parlor business. That'll be coming out in May. I'll be releasing that in May, the ice cream parlor business. So, if you want to learn how to start your own ice cream parlor business, I had a video coming out in May. I have an ice cream parlor. I started it July last year. It's up and running. It's doing well. So you all will get how to start an ice cream parlor business. Also, I'm starting to research and try to find opportunities for my new building. So I'm gonna start doing a little bit more, bringing y'all in on the back end of how I start to go out and as I say, quantify businesses and stuff that I can start and do. I'll let y'all see a little bit more down the back end. 'Cause I get a lot of questions. People want to know how did you come up and decide to do that business. So I'm gonna actually bring y'all in on the back end of that, how I actually find out about different businesses. Most of the time, it's just people coming up talking to me, telling me what they do and different ideas and stuff. And me just traveling to other little small towns similar to what I have. Um, traveling to other little small towns similar to the one I live in, and I see what's working there. And from there, I actually find out a business that pick a business up. Okay, let me turn that off, or else my phone will be ringing all night. So I'm gonna bring y'all a little bit in on the back end of there. Also, we're starting to add hot dogs to the ice cream parlor. So we'll have hot dogs coming there, and in the next within the next month, we have hot dogs to be offered for sale. That's another feature to the ice cream parlor. We got gaming machines in there now for the little kids. So everything, this ice cream parlor is coming along. I got one more step after I do the hot dogs. If this goes well, hopefully next year I'll be done saved up enough money. I hope that next year to actually put a hood in, bring some deep fryers, and maybe bring in fries and hamburgers. So we'll have a whole little ice cream parlor and little grill right there. That'll be the restaurant. We need some place down here for people to eat, where they can get a good meal or a good lunch. I've been trying to get somebody to come. Nobody's coming, so I'm gonna eventually I'm gonna try to put everything right there in a little ice cream parlor. I got enough room, and I think it'd be a good fit. If the hot dogs work well, eventually we'll add hamburgers, cheeseburgers, and then we eventually add like cheeseburgers and fries. So that's where we're at there. Also, if you hadn't already, please go buy some popcorn. It'll be in the description. Um, when you go buy that, it actually has a description in there. You can click on the link, and you purchasing the popcorn. Like I say, it allows us to be able to create jobs for the high school kids, and for me to keep creating courses. So in the description, you can buy the popcorn. We'll ship it to you. Also, as you see, you buy the course we have it right now. You can get it for $99 a month for the online version. Take that, and before the next payment come up, you'll be making enough money to be able to pay for it. So please look into that. And also, remember on Wednesdays from 1 to 4, you can call if you have any questions about the course. You can call 919-373-5526, and I answer any questions you have about the course. And that leads me into our discussion tonight. Over the past week or so, since I've had the phone number up, I've been getting a lot of phone calls, and I've been able to talk to a lot of you all. And I'm seeing something that's really, really sad. We have a large segment of men, specifically African American men, that's in their 40s, 50s, some of them in their 60s, that haven't started building any foundation in their life. They don't have no stability at all. When I talk to them, they don't have a permanent address. And 40 some years old, they don't have a permanent address, meaning that they're constantly moving. When I grew up, my the house that I grew up in, um, I was there my entire life. The whole time my parents was married, they lived in that house. They owned that house. Even to today, my parents still live in that same house. I don't see how finding out these guys are moving every 3, 4, 5. They're moving 2 or 3 times in a year, and nowhere they have is permanent. They just constantly from place to place, place to place. They have nowhere permanent to live. Now, my grandparents, the house that my grandmother, the house that my mother grew up in, my grandparents still lived in that house the whole time I was growing up. So the house that my mom grew up in, my grandparents stayed there, and they owned that house. And we went to my grandparents' house. Matter of fact, it's still in my family. My sister live in it now. But I don't see all this instability. First time I started to see this amongst grown men. And not only and I've been in my house for 20 years. I've been at the same address for 20 years. Um, uh, Also, they don't have uh, phone numbers. Phone numbers constantly changing. I mean, every other week I'm getting a phone call or somebody calling say, "Hey, I got a new phone number. I got a new phone. My phone number changed. I can't get back in the course. What happened to the old phone? Well, something happened. I had to get numbers switched and all. It's just constant, always constant turmoil and turning over in their life. They don't have email. They don't have an email address, or they constantly get new email address all the time. They can't remember the their passwords, and they constantly start new emails. And this is the thing that bothers me the most. They're always wanting to put something in somebody else's name, especially their daughter's name. And I've questioned some of them. Why are you putting this in your daughter's name? Some of them say because of child support, they're running from child support. And I said, well, you're starting a business now, so child support they can't come take money out your business account. You shelter from child support because your business didn't go out and make no baby. You made a baby, but your business didn't. But you're not, and therefore you're not going to be having to pay any uh, any child support. Uh, and the other thing they say because they got felonies. Felonies ain't nothing on that when you fill out your LLC form. Ask you anything. Have you committed a felony? Have you spent time in prison or anything? They don't care nothing about that. And I always question them. Why not you want to put it in your son's name? And and a lot of times the sons are younger, but the sons are pretty much in the same predicament they are. I'm starting to realize what happened. They started off they were putting everything in their mother's name, and now the mothers and stuff have passed, and now they'll start putting stuff into the daughter's name. And even today, just 5 minutes ago, I'm trying to do something with the leaders, so-called leaders around this community, and I'm trying to get them to come and we start uh, putting some plans together to try to rebuild the community and stuff. And instead of the African American men coming here, they sending their daughters, and it's the women who coming, the men aren't. And I know this going back, this is not something. Like I say, I'm talking right now strictly to the African American men. Is not no race thing, this and that. But this is something we got to stop. As men, you got to start. You need to start building you a foundation, and you got to start having some stability in your life. stop going to the women and stop putting these women out in front of you all the time. I know everybody talk about that Willie Lynch and all that, and you're gonna put the women in front, but now nobody has to do that. We're doing it ourselves. We're constantly skirting the responsibility and want to put them out front. This is the time now where you need to start building your foundation. Great way to start building your foundation is with Appliance Boot Camp. And like I said, this is not just me coming trying to sell you the course and tell you trying to hype you up to go buy the course. This is real talk. We in shambles. We are totally in shambles, and it's embarrassing. Where you have a grown man and you want to put something in his daughter's name. I mean, that's just strictly embarrassing. And he want to put something in his daughter's name. Or if you're a grown man and you trying to do something with business wise, and you gotta go in front of the town, and you're gonna send your daughter out in front of the town to speak up for your business you trying to put together, which I just experienced a minute ago. You're supposed to be the leader, and you're gonna send your daughter out to go out and try to do everything. No, you get out in front and you show your daughter and your kids how it's supposed to be done. This right here it's a real embarrassment. Honestly, it's a real embarrassment, and I'm honestly we got to do something about it because it's getting worse. Where, like I say, where every guy who's calling up is telling me he want to put something in somebody else's name. Now is the time for you to stop skirting the responsibility, and you got to go out there. Whatever you've done, you got to clean it up. I mean, you got to clean it up, and you got to take responsibility, and you got to be the person who take control of your household and your family, because this right here, like I say, I'm seeing guys come here and the daughter's not even 20 years old. I'm gonna put it in her name, or they're getting the daughters to call up for them to try to do it. No, you need to do it, and you gotta do it, and you gotta learn this. Same thing. 10 minutes ago, my sister-in-law, she's calling me, asking me all these questions about how you could. Well, she's texting me, asking me all these questions about how you start a business and how you register an LLC, this and that. And so I'm telling her, I said, well, who wants to know this? The lady who worked with her, trying to find it out for her son. And I say, for one, why are they asking you? Why are they asking you when you never started a business, or ran a business before, or even registered an LLC? Why are they asking you? Well, they know you, my brother-in-law. They know you done it many times. Then why not come ask me? First of all, come ask me, and second of all, why he sending his mom to do that? I told him I'm not answering anything. Have him call me. I don't want to talk to the mom, and I'm not going to tell my sister-in-law. If he wants to know, have him call me, and I'll tell him how to do it. But all this stuff, got his mom out here trying to figure that stuff out, and instead of him just calling me and talking to me man to man, and I'll tell him how to do it, it's just crazy. And then the mom, instead of her saying, hey, can I have your brother-in-law phone number? She's trying to get the information secondhand through her, and I'm trying to. In order for her to relay the information correctly, I got to try to teach her what certain terminology is and all that. And it's just crazy. That's the way we operate in our community. And no wonder we don't have anything. It's no wonder we don't have anything, or we're in the predicament that we're in, because we totally ass backwards. Where the men have skated and gave up their responsibility of leadership. To the women, and unfortunately, some of the women didn't have no choice; they had to go lead. There just wasn't no leadership in there, and the men don't even want to step up and try to lead. They done got a lot of the men had gotten comfortable of trying to live below the line, keeping their head up under the sand or keeping their head down low, hoping that they can stay under the radar and nobody comes and attack them. And I'm saying now there's no longer. Can't live like that anymore. You gotta come up and you got to start building, and you got to start. We got to take you got to come take back and start leading the community. You got to be the one who initiates and come out and start back building. Um, I love to see all the stuff that they put on there about Hayti and Wilmington and Tulsa and all that. Um, and but at some point in time, you got to realize you can come back and build all that stuff together. It ain't. Tulsa doesn't have to be dead. Hayti doesn't have to be dead. You can do it yourself. We can bring it right back today. You can start back building your own business. You all see that have taken appliance boot camp. You see how when you started a business and with the proper instructions, how well it took off and how well you could do, and how you were able to hire people and totally change your whole family tree with just one business. So we gotta get back in here, start doing business the correct way. We gotta start listening to the people. That's not necessarily me because I tell you all the time. I might not be the person you want to listen to all the time because I have a lot of flaws myself. But people who have shown that they are successful in certain areas of their lives in business and other areas, we have to go to them. We can't go to nobody who constantly just uh, who's not showing you in day to day that he actually living what he's talking him or her are talking about. You gotta be out here doing it. I'm putting a link to the actual call in if you would like to call in, and I'm gonna tell you this right here too. Um, YouTube, being a content creator, um, this might rub people the wrong way, but I'm going to say this: being a content creator on YouTube has given us a lot of has given a lot of people, including has given a lot of people uh, that misconception that this is really a business. Right now, if you come out here and you do anything, YouTube is wide open, and they just giving money away. If you can come out here, you can do anything. You can come out here and be like do anything stupid and get views. You can say, like the guy, my name Tyrone, and try to smack somebody's girlfriend on the butt and cause a lot of commotion. And people will look at that, and you'll get a lot of views, and YouTube will pay you for that. And what happens with YouTube? YouTube is paying people a lot of money. So YouTube pay you 10, 15, 20, $30,000 a month to create content because they battling the telephone networks. I mean, not telephone, TV networks and stuff. They fighting cable and all them, and they want content, and they want to keep people's eyes glued on YouTube. So they'll pay you to do that. Eventually, it's gonna be you're gonna start to see the YouTube creators be like Black Rob and DMX because we don't own this stuff that you have here on YouTube. We don't own it. This right here, YouTube own it, and YouTube gonna, I think, eventually gonna, okay, once they get enough content, they're gonna start cutting people out, and they're gonna change this pay scale down. Once they get enough content on there and stuff, they're gonna cut people money, cut people channels out, and they're gonna start changing the pay scale. And what you're gonna find out then, you're gonna find out the same thing that happened to the rappers, the same thing happened to athletes and all that. All this money that YouTube have been paying us all these years, nobody has put any of that away to build anything. We have taken that and just a lot of people are taking that money and just using it to sustain a lifestyle that they always wanted to have. And sometimes sustaining the lifestyle makes you money. I could take the money that I'm getting from YouTube and put it out here and portray a lifestyle that'll make you all look at it even more, look at the channel even more, and make me more money. But I don't necessarily have to be doing anything. I can tell you all that I do business, but you'll never see me doing any business. So you gotta be careful of what you're watching out here on YouTube. Make sure you're watching people who you getting your information from. Make sure that they are constantly out here doing business because and something that you can do. I could come out here and started off showing you all the ice cream parlor business. Um, but I knew most of you all don't have the $99 hardly to pay per month to get into the Appliance Boot Camp course. I know you wouldn't have the 20,000 it would take to actually build an ice cream parlor. But I could do that, and you all say, "Man, he's doing business. I could sell you all the course." And people will buy it, knowing damn well they want no cash in hell they could ever afford to do it. Just buying it, just to say they buy it, and or they will buy courses. Like I see people buy courses on stuff that doesn't produce any money, just the terminology. I want you all, when you all are going out here buying courses and and and, and buying buying stuff from people, make sure it's something that you can apply right now. Like what I think it was I think it was Malcolm or either Marcus. I can't remember. Either Malcolm X or Marcus Garvey used to say, if somebody comes to you with some type of doctrine, I don't care if religion or what it is, if it can't help you in your situation right now, tell them to hell with it. So that's the same way I feel. If somebody's coming to you with some type of doctrine or some type of course or something that you can't apply to your life right now and help you in your situation right now, tell them to hell with it. And that's for anything. If you gotta wait till after you die to get it, I don't want it. I don't want to listen to it. If it's gonna cost me, I gotta have 70,000, 300,000, 50,000. If it's gonna cost me $10,000, and I know I ain't got $500. I ain't no need for me to listen to what he's saying, because that is not going to help me in my situation right now. So you need to listen to people who can give you sound doctrine that can help you in your situation right now. Yes, I like to. I might. I have aspirations to be some places that some other people are in the future. But for me to sit down and just constantly be studying something that they're talking about right now, if I was to sit down and I would talk to my old business partner Abdul, and he's telling me about financing one of his $30 million deals. Um, I know I can get $30 million and ain't gonna have it anytime soon. So why would I spend a lot of time talking to him about it? Now, when he told us about how we could get in on 100,000, and that was something we had. We with our group collectively, he said, okay, yeah, we got 100,000 cash. We can get in on that deal. So that's something we'd be interested in. But if he told us you gotta have $2 million or $3 million, nah, man, there's no need for us to even talk to you. I need to go to another dealership or another car lot. Like you'll go, you ain't got the down payment for a Bentley. Why you gonna go to the Bentley? Wasting the guy time. I know people say you gotta go there and dream. I've heard all the stories of people, especially like Jay Z, and they'll say they would go and test drive the cars and this and that. Yeah, that works sometime. I guess I don't know. It never really worked for me. I had to actually have to sit down and get me a plan, and I have to work it out with the numbers to actually get there. I never had no vision board, and I just wrote it up and went walking looking for something. I've seen what people have done, like when I started my investment group. I saw what they were doing, and I said I want to do that too. But I know I couldn't have started with where they're at now. We had to start buying bubblegum machines. That's what our first business was, bubblegum machines. Then we got to a mattress business, and so you start where you can be at. We didn't go there trying to get no loan for no $30 million and this and that. We couldn't do it. So that's where I'm at now. For I know I'm rambling, but I can't get across enough how bad we are, and I don't think people realize how bad we are. Even the ones that supposedly be making it, the ones that supposed to be making it, I'm the ones that supposed to be making it in our community. When I come to them and I say, hey, They're giving away buildings. They're giving away property. Uh, Come buy this piece of property. I find out they don't have the cash. Their cash is tied up in some crazy stuff. To me, I think it's crazy. Something that's going down to portray an image, but they don't have the cash to do it. And it's starting to bother me that I'm saying that this is the stuff um, that we supposed to be doing as the ones who's supposed to be entrepreneurs and supposed to be leaders. We're not supposed to just take the money and run with it and trick it off on all these superficial stuff. We're supposed to be taking that money. I think, and I could be wrong. I think we're supposed to be taking that money, reinvesting it, and getting it better for the next community, and then and teaching the people how we do stuff. Because once you get to a point where I'm getting to the point where I'm pretty much bulletproof, where it can't really, it's really hard to hurt me. Um, so I can afford to go out here and take some risks that other people can't afford to take. So I go out here, I take the risk, I figure out how to do it, and then I come back and teach people. And so other people can do the same thing that I do. I don't think that I should take the money. I shouldn't take all my money and just say forget it, and don't build anything down here, and don't build anything for my kids and grandkids, and and run off with it, and get me a Bentley, and buy um, all these $3 or $4 million house, and all this stuff, and don't show anything about me doing anything um, invested into my family or anything. I'm looking for that too. Even I'm looking for that from us as entrepreneurs, especially the men. I don't see any of that coming back where they reinvested in their family, in their kids. I know they have kids. I don't see anything coming up where they're talking about sending their kids to college. I don't see them talking about paying for the college if they put them in college. I don't see them taking their kids and putting them into entrepreneurship. I don't see that. And and I don't know. Right now, like I say, I'm rambling because this past week I saw the state of the men is really bad, and it's just bad. And we're getting a lot of bad information where you know you got 45 and 50-year-old men who are thinking like 20-some-year-old people, and and it's not great. It's not good. It's not good because at my age at 48, I'm the person who's supposed to be mentoring these 20-year-olds, and getting these 20-year-olds not to make the same mistakes that I made. But if you have 48 and you still thinking like the 20-year-old guy, you're trying to go. The 40 and 50-year-old men are trying to date the 20-year-old girls that the 20-year-old guys should be dating. They competing with the 20-year-old guys, and instead of them building for those guys, they supposed to be building something for those guys to come into. I supposed to be. This is the way I look at it. I'm supposed to be supplying jobs and stuff, and I tell everybody that. I supply jobs for the kids, the young men coming right out of high school, because I know coming right out of high school and stuff, they're not going to have the mentality really to run a business. They're just not mature enough. But if I can get them and put them into a service truck and pay them 75, $80,000 a year doing service calls, I still make 50, 60, 70,000 off of them. And at the same time, that's enough money for that young man to have him an apartment. I used to say get him a Mustang, but he can get him a Hellcat, or get him a Scat Cat, and have him two or three girlfriends. He's the one supposed to be out here running two or three women in his early 20s. Let him go out there and do that, run through the women and stuff. Then by the time he's about 30, then he's then able to sit down and I show him the entrepreneur side of it. And then he goes out and builds more in the community. But here I am. If I'm 48 and I'm going back out there and I'm competing with the 20-year-old, taking my resources and stuff to go to go run the women that he's supposed to be running. And I'm not doing anything for I'm not building anything for my kids and grandkids and none of that. Hey, that's scary because because you ain't built anything for that young 20-year-old guy because you're competing against him. You're not putting anything in place for them and getting out their way, letting them have their fun and stuff. You competing against him, and so you're not building anything for him. He's not learning anything. By the time you get to be 60, you know, you be like the minister that I had to stop in there this past weekend. You be like him in there. When you pull up to the driveway, you can smell them outside. You'll be just like that because it's going to happen. What they say, once a man, twice a child. You're going to have somebody take Pampers off you again before you leave this earth if you live long enough. And if you ain't done anything and you ain't built anything and deposited into anybody, into none of your kids, your wife, your grandkids, you're gonna be like him, where you're gonna be dependent upon somebody else kindness to come by and wash your butt. And this right here is not the way you want to be. Um, I know I have my flaws. Lord knows I do. But you all hear me say it all the time. That, I'm showing you all how to pay cash for your kids to go to college. I pay cash for my kids to go to college. I'm invested in businesses, not for myself. I'm good. I'm investing for my kids. My son, like I said, I have an artistic son. That's his ice cream parlor. That's for him. I'm not going to send him down to McDonald's or Burger King to work. He's going to work in his own ice cream parlor and give him the dignity that comes with that. Um, been married for 20 years. Like Dick Gregory say, I ain't said I've been happy over 20 years. I've been married 20 years. And that speaks volume. Because now, as you start to get older, you start to appreciate having a wife. Believe it or not, you start to appreciate everything that a wife brings to the table with you. So, and if you're somebody in your 50s and 60s, getting close to 60s, and you haven't experienced the rearing of kids. Not say rearing of kids. I ain't talking about them. You seeing them on the weekend or every other day. I'm talking about waking up every morning with them in the house and going to bed with them in the house and with your wife and working through all the trials and tribulations that come with marriage. You don't have a broad enough experience on life as a man to actually start to mentor properly. I don't think. There's different stages of manhood that you have to have that perspective. You got to have that perspective of being able for the marriage and to be able to give that wisdom and stuff to your kids and stuff later on. And if you don't have that, you get kind of shunned as a man. You gotta go through that marriage, and you gotta go through the rearing of the kids. You gotta go through all of that to be able to have a well-rounded perspective on manhood. And so many times we get stuck in that 20-year-old. And same thing, I admit, and you're gonna have a midlife crisis. Right now, I'm going through a midlife crisis. And like I say, I've been the guy who had if you watching the guy who had the GT 350. I missed third gear, so that's the only reason you caught me at that light. I missed third gear, but I'm going through a midlife crisis where I'm back and I'm enjoying going out on the weekends and cutting a couple of lights and playing around with the guys on the cars and stuff. I'm really enjoying it. But I'm gonna get it out my system soon. But yeah, so you have midlife crisis where you want to hold on to your youth and stuff, but you gotta be smart about it. You gotta be smart about it. I'm gonna read some of the stuff we got going on in the chat, and I'm gonna get out of here. And like I say, on Wednesdays you can call in Wednesdays between 1 and 4. And I'm sorry tonight is one of these, but like I say, I have to talk about what's on my mind, and that's been bothering me. I had that phone call again today. I had people call in. I had people call me that want mentorship, and they 50 years old. 50 years old, I can help them, but at 50, you still living with your parents and stuff like that. That's a long haul. I got it. God knows. That's a lot of work for me to do. You 50 and you still living with your parents. You know, you haven't done home ownership. You went there and know how to buy a house. I got to teach you how to buy a house. It's just so much I gotta do. And the sad part about it, they have kids that are in high school and stuff, and they haven't figured, and they still living like they kids. Uh, and it's man, it's hard. I'm kind of like Prop Joe was with Marlo. Man, it can be hard domesticating this guy because I'm telling you, the people who we have to work with, it's a lot we got to cut through. It's a lot we got to cut through, and I know a lot of it has been placed, has been systematically done to get everybody in the predicament we're in. But we, regardless of what we hear, we got to get out of it. So I'm sorry tonight is not so much of that, more of the business part. This is more of the personal stuff that we gotta fix. We gotta fix. And like I say, appliance boot camp. I feel is I ain't that I feel. I know appliance boot camp will help you build that foundation. There's other courses out there too that will do it, but right now I'm talking about appliance boot camp. Appliance boot camp, because what it does when you buy appliance boot camp, you're coming into the skilled trade. You do it. There's a couple of things that appliance repair does that other businesses don't. You get to go into somebody's house and they got appliance or they got a device that's broken. You walk in there with something broken, you leave. When you leave that customer, it's fixed. You got a sense of accomplishment and self-esteem that you don't get in other businesses that I've done. You just don't get that in other businesses that you do. A sense of accomplishment and self-esteem that comes with fixing something. The other thing is you don't have to do any marketing to start off. Marketing, if you don't know how to do marketing is another skill all by itself. And if you don't know how to do it, and you got to pay somebody to get customers. It can be it can cost a lot of money. Right now, I'm still marketing constantly in the ice cream parlor. I gotta constantly keep pulling it and marketing. And if I stop marketing, I can actually see a direct correlation of the sales dropping. So you constantly keep marketing and marketing, and you market, and it's a steady build in that ice cream parlor. If I market, I see the customers come in. I say, okay, I'm good. I can turn because I'm thinking it was like appliance repair. I can turn back on my marketing now because I got the. I'm thinking it's like priming a pump. I got it primed. I'll pull off. As soon as I pull off and stop marketing, the customers drop right back off. You got to constantly keep pumping it, and as you pumping it, it gradually you get a base. You gradually get a base. You gradually get a base, and that's where the thing where people say it takes 3 to 5 years to get it going. Those ice cream parlors, it takes 3 to 5 years of getting a solid base and getting out there to everybody that you're out there going, and for it to actually then to really pop and just keep going. But up until then, you got to constantly keep marketing and letting people know you're here. You got to constantly keep taking pictures, putting it out there, your product. Appliance repair, you don't have to do that. You can just start off just learning the trade. The home warranty companies, the way I tell you to do it, the third party warranty companies, they'll send you enough work to fill out your whole schedule. Once you go with them and you learn the trade, then you can pop off and you can just start doing CODs. CODs doesn't even require you to do a lot of marketing. You can just put the letter, just put the letters on your truck, and that's enough to go. It don't take much marketing to keep this thing moving and keep the money coming in. Like I say, it makes you $85 per hour or more, and that's enough to live in a middle class, an upper middle class. And so that's why this appliance repair is so good It allows you time to learn the other aspects of business, unlike other businesses. Other businesses, if somebody's telling you to go start a business and they're not telling you what business to start, they're under the assumption that we know about business. We don't know anything about business. Most people don't know. Don't even know. Most people don't even know how you register LLC. They don't know the difference between an LLC and the sole proprietor. They don't know. We don't know that. We don't know that. If somebody just say you go start a business, we don't know. Nobody tells us how to allocate our funds. Nobody tells us any of that stuff. They automatically assume that people know. The school system don't teach you, so how you gonna know? Nobody tells you about the tax. Nobody tells us any of this stuff. They just assume that you know. And even if you go to school and get an MBA, you don't know anything about starting a business. I'm positive I could take that LLC form and go to any MBA program and say fill this out for a business, and they wouldn't know how to fill it out because they don't teach you how to start a business. They don't teach you that. They just teach you how to be a good manager of somebody else's business. They teach you how to take commands and how to follow directions and don't step outside the guidelines so you won't get fired. So none of that stuff nobody teaches us. But we got to, when you're teaching a business course, especially if it's directed to people who never ran a business, you got to give them the business that they're going to run, even if they're not going to be in that business forever. You got to give them something that actually they can work with. So no, you come into appliance boot camp. Appliance repair might not be the thing that you constantly stay in, but it'd be the thing that you can cut your teeth on, the business you'll cut your teeth on, so you can actually learn business and entrepreneurship. And then you can move on to something different and bigger and better things if you like. I ain't found anything better than appliance repair, to be honest. Appliance repair has given me the lifestyle that I live. I don't know any other business I could start and within 2 years be retired and be doing what I'm doing. But appliance repair allows you to do that. And any skilled trade will allow you to do that. If you were a electrical contractor, or HVAC contractor, plumber contractor, you could do it, be out the truck in 2 years if you wanted to. But that's the only thing I know allow you to do that is skilled trades. So that's why I push the appliance boot camp, especially for the men. It gets you to work with your hands, it gives you enough cash. You ain't got to be worried about where your money coming from, when you're gonna get paid. It teach you who your customers, show you who your customers are, all that stuff. All that stuff it'll teach you. And so that's why I say appliance boot camp is good. It doesn't require a lot of money to get started. I think I looked at the trucking courses and stuff that um, I think Hood Estates and Eric and them do. It's very, very good. I don't know if Erica do a trucking course. I know Hood Estate does. They do one, but it's gonna cost you $50,000 to go ahead and get a truck. You know, with us with Appliance Boot Camp, it'll cost you $125 in North Carolina to register your LLC. Cost you about another $200 to get your insurance, and about $100 to $150 worth of tools, and you up and running. So for less than $1,000, you up and running a business, and you'll make that money back, and you can make $1,000 back in 2 days, 3 days. You can make it in one day once you know what you're doing. Many people say, in less than a year they're making $1,000 a day doing appliance repair. Matter of fact, I want to shout out Trey Burke. He was actually in trucking, got out of trucking. He started appliance repair. He went to a customer house. That customer drive trucks, and they were talking about it. And the customer wanted to get out the truck, and Ty Burke was telling him about the course and stuff. And the customer called me this afternoon. He was like, "Man, I've been looking for this. I looked at the videos. I'm ready to go. I want to thank Ty Burke for that reference." But yeah, he saw me and said, "Man, I remember you in the truck. I want to get out like you. You coming to my house fixing stuff. I want to do what you're doing." So those guys who was in the truck, they running out that truck coming to appliance repair, and so that's why I say appliance repair is very good. Doesn't require a lot of money to get started. The upside is so great. And right now we're just talking about residential appliances. We're not talking about the commercial anything like that. I'm gonna read some of what we got going on in the chat, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Like I said, I apologize again. Sometimes we have to have these type of shows. And same thing is right now talk about African American men, but I just want to. Unfortunately, we are the canary in the coal mine, as they say. We kind of give the warning of what's to come. It's coming to the white men too. Because now when I'm sitting here in the afternoons, a lot of times when the ice cream parlor is open, I get a knock at the door, and it's some white guy or some white girl. They said I was at the ice cream parlor a couple of minutes ago, and they told me to go here and talk to you. Oh, what's up? Well, I'm down the street. My car done ran out of gas, and I was hoping if you could give me a couple of dollars to make it. Nah, I don't heard that. You're about 15, 20 years too late. We done had crack come to our community. You ain't gonna get me on that one. Oh, I just started a job and I don't get paid the next week. Can I borrow $10 or you got some money you can give me? I'm sorry, crack came through. I know that move, so can't get me there. So I'm seeing that happening in that community. So it won't be long, unfortunately, before you all be in the same predicament that we're in. And matter of fact, you're getting close there now. So this is a forewarning to you all, so you all will know too. Um, don't let the men shut their responsibility. Keep them strong. Hey, how you doing, Segaphonics? Shimano Power Line, salute Grandmaster Mike, ABC fam. Hey, how you doing? TAC Appliance Services, what's up, Mike and ABC fam? Hey, how you doing? Paul Brown, what's up, Mike? ABC fam. Hey, hey, what's going on, Greg V? Dale Scott, what up, Mike and ABC fam? Hey, Quentin Hodge, hey, how you doing? Yeah, Terry, this Georgia pollen ain't no joke. Yeah, this pollen is bad. It is bad. Hey, what's up, Mike Campbell? Pike Appliance Repair, what's up? Hey, how you doing? BK from the Rockies, what's good, ABC fam? Hey, how you doing, BK? Yeah, they not Dr. Funk. Tell Terry to bring that barbecue pit down in North Carolina and smoke some meat for dollars at Mike Shop. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I think he had like a. I don't know if he had a brisket or a steak, a roast or something. It looked good. It looked good. Hey, how you doing, my apps? All right, they networking. What's up, Reloaded Appliance? BK from the Rockies. Man, I've had so many old barbers that I got rid of because they kept changing phone numbers and location. I wasn't wasting time looking for their hides. Yeah, uh, I never seen nothing like this where they constantly. My parents they had the same phone numbers ever since I was born. I never seen nothing where people constantly their phone number change, their email change. They don't have no place to live. And if you somebody right now, if you haven't got no stability, don't get no post office box. Go to the UPS store and get a UPS box. That way you have a street address. But it's just crazy. Oh yeah, the smokers are heavy. Hey, how you doing, good tech? Hey, what's going on, DCNF? Mr. Mechanical, what's happening? Uh, Obi Dread, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Okay, yeah, Frank Evans, yeah. Everybody, please hit that like button, please. DCNF, they want a flash. Yeah, and I can feel it. If you never had it and you get it, yeah, you're gonna want to do some. You want to go out there and flash and do that stuff with it. But as you get a little older, you want to start putting that money away to actually start building for you. Okay, Maurice Linton just started training. Real money, especially on these non-warranty calls. Yeah, it is. Appreciate that. Branson Appliance Repair LLC. Hey, Mike and the teacher and the greatest family ever. ABC. Yeah, this whole group that we have ABC is amazing. Hey, how you doing, Jamal Spears? All right. Picture Man 63. Oh, okay, Mike. Really enjoyed the video you posted last night. I was watching it about 11:30. By the time I got to bed and midnight, I was so relaxed I slept like a baby. Do more of these. beautiful series. Okay, appreciate that. Yeah, what I'm doing, I'm actually because of the what's it called because of the conversations I had this past week um, with the guys, I realized that a lot of us YouTubers don't really show our how what our real life is behind this camera. We'll show you some stuff that we want you all to see, what we want you. We show you all what we want to portray out there, what we think that you all want to see. And sometimes to do that, we show you the most flashiest stuff. Like we show you, like I've done that at the beginning. I would just show when I was on vacation, out the country, doing something that I think is extravagant. I would post that because I thought that that would get more, which it did. It got me a lot more subscribers, and it got a lot more people interested into the actual course that we're teaching. But it doesn't do anything to really educate the masses because what happened, I was thinking we get them. I get them. I bring them in. Then once I bring them in, I can educate them. With I do this to bring them in, and then if they start to listen, I can educate them and kind of switch them over. I don't know if that's the right thing to do now. I think now we have to be more mindful and put it out here. How you act how most of us live in the communities and stuff that we live in and really show what our daily function is. I wish I could get my family to come on. My wife and kids, they don't like social media. They don't have nothing to do with it. But I wish I could do more with my wife and kids and more of the home life. I think as time goes on, they get a little bit more comfortable with the situation. I could. So you all can see all this stuff where people think you got grown men got misconception of what marriage and stuff is going to be. You got men who never had a girlfriend think that they're going to take appliance boot camp and become start making a lot of money and then Beyonce is going to want. And it just don't work like that. Unfortunately, uh, the money will it'll bring them for a short period of time. It'll bring. I will say, money will bring women for a short period of time. But once they get used to the money, they not women. It don't take long for women to get used to the money, and when they get used to the money ain't gonna mean anything to them. They gonna want more of a commitment, and they gonna want other stuff that ain't got nothing to do with money. And so so trust me, they're gonna get to a point money ain't gonna be the reason that they stay. It'll attract them for a short period of time, and even the ones who say they are coming for the money, it won't be long before money ain't gonna move them anymore. Just like you all, when you all come and you all say, "Man, I can't wait till I start making this money with appliance repair. I'm gonna be doing all these calls. I want the money. I want the money." As soon as you start making the money, what do you say? I don't care about the money anymore. I just want to clean up my process. I don't care about the money anymore. I just want to make. I just want the process to go smoother. But that same thing gonna happen with the women. They're gonna say, "Yeah, man, this guy got all this money. I'm gonna go here and get it." And as soon as they get the money, I don't care about that. I want a commitment. I want somebody of my own. I want you to do this and that. It's totally money gonna go out the picture, and it's gonna be just like any other thing. And they're gonna be looking for happiness, and you're gonna be looking for happiness. You don't care how good she look. If you ain't happy, don't matter how good she look and all that, you ain't gonna want to be with her. You're gonna look for somebody you can have experiences with. And so that's the stuff that I would love to show more of the actual marriage side. And if you could see the people, the married people who are legitimate millionaires that I know, um, I mean multi-millionaires, they got average wives. They don't have no they ain't got no supermodel this and that. They got average wives. Okay. All right, Terry the electrician. Speak your mind, Mike. I wish more of these folks with so-called business challenges would be as real as you are with it. Thanks. I appreciate it. Good evening. Hey, how you doing, Kevin? They run a game on you, Mike, from the 80s and 90s. Yeah, they try to. Unfortunately, like I said, that they got to come with something better than that one. I don't see that one. Robert Supplies, what's up, Mike? ABC family. Hey, how you doing? All right, Lawrence Jones, how you doing? J Real, it was the flip flops for me. Yeah, yeah. Matter of fact, last night I had cramps in my leg because from walking so much. I had walked so much that last night I had cramps in my legs. I'm still sore now. I'm still sore. Okay, aloha appliance repair. Bye. Don't get down on us just yet. We're learning. We'll get here. Don't give up. Yeah, nah. I never give up. Right now, appliance boot camp. We like I said, we have a no, we don't have the biggest channel, not by far. I think the channel is kind of stalled right now. We got probably about 6,500, maybe 7,000 subscribers. I think right now the business stuff has kind of succeeded a little bit to people looking to do the bitcoins and stuff like that, more of like investment stuff. And a lot of them don't have the money to invest, don't even know where they can go buy no investments and stuff. But the fact that they want to be able to talk about it, that's what they like. With us, the 7,000 or so that we have, uh, very, very good. And we're able to hit our numbers every month. So I'm happy. And it's good for us too because the 7,000 that uh, we have so many people who get such a great result that is making us undeniable for people to have to start looking at us because we're doing stuff that other people are talking about doing. We're actually doing it. Like I say, when I next year, hopefully next year, if things keep going the way they are, and I think that's the way it's going to go. To me, building a dormitory. Once I build a dormitory, then I got a legitimate school that I can go and really go and push that out against people. I have two, three, four. I have four businesses on this one block, and I can then go and put that up against anybody. Say, hey, I don't built. I came. Y'all talking about buy back the block. Y'all don't talk about building Tulsa and all this. I've done it. Here it is. And I got something you can actually see and touch, and actually come here. It ain't something just in theory talking about it. So we would have all that, and we have you all. You all are out here uh, building y'all businesses and stuff, and I can just point to you all. Just hey, go out there, see all the alumni within our network, and then we you know the universities are like I show you. The universities are somewhat mimicking what we're doing where we're actually creating entrepreneurs, and then from creating entrepreneurs, we're then actually taking and creating employees for those entrepreneurs. So the people who graduate from Appliance Bootcamp are the ones who need our product of employees when they come through here. So I saw, like I say, North Carolina A&T now, my alma mater, they're doing that. They have an entrepreneurship program, and their goal is to get to the point where 75% or more of the graduates from North Carolina A&T are going to work from somebody that is an alumni from North Carolina A&T. The way it should have been all the way, all the time. I know a lot of the people who are putting that board together. Like I say, one of them was directly one of my mentors, and I know a lot of people on there personally that we talk and we're friends. And I wonder if some of that they looked at some of this they might have. I don't know. And I used to be on the advisory board with several of the people that was on there. I wonder if they watch some of this and taking that on. But if not, I know where it came from because I got it from one of my mentors, and he's on that board. So, and I know that that's his mentality. It wouldn't surprise me that we kind of meshes up together because that's what he always preached to us, and I see he's putting that in place. Um, so I think we're gonna in the next couple of years we're gonna be somewhere really good. We're gonna be somewhere really good. I'm actually now getting here where I'm talking to the actual, getting ready to start talking to the ministers again. So maybe I can crack that bubble and get something going on there too. Thanks, Deisha Nell, speaking cold hard truth. Hey, how you doing, Sean C? Warren Davis, stocks and crypto supposedly create new millionaires every day. They say, yeah, I don't even argue with that anymore. I don't even argue with the stocks and the crypto people. I never have argued with them, but I don't know if that's what they want to do. Go buy the crypto and go buy the stocks. I know uh, you all post what y'all doing, and matter of fact, I'm sure we all got this mailbox money, so that's something we don't have to go. Okay, I'm gonna. All right. Hey, what's going on, LV?
Hey, Mike, this is Marcus out in Las Vegas. I appreciate everything. That little walk you did, it was tiring for me. But you know what? I appreciate that background and that pond. Made me look at Fayetteville, North Carolina, see if I can buy a piece of property out there to relax in when I'm in on that side of town,
Oh
side
yeah,
of the
serious?
country. Yep, I was looking at it and I'm saying it's so cheap out here. We got to make a move. I'm born and raised in LA, but live in Vegas, but for the last 20 something years. But we got to start moving around. And thank you. This appliance repair money has allowed me to see that freedom because my email is million by 2018. I didn't know how I was gonna get that money, but now I do.
There you go.
So and my girl was just talking about we were at an ice cream parlor in LA, and I said, you know what, we're gonna have to do this because one parlor was really inexpensive by the university. You can get a scoop of ice cream and some cookies for $3 or $4. We go
Uh-huh.
into the neighborhood near the marina. Ice cream, scoop of ice cream sandwich was $10 to $11, and they had a
Yep.
line out there. So
Uh-huh.
you just gotta you go and you politic with the people who want to spend that money
Mhm.
because they all are out there. But I got a consultation later with Miss Ward.
Yeah.
I'm gonna book a consultation with DSNF. We can insulate our own income with the people we have in this group. We got 1,000 true fans. So why not pay these people? I'm gonna pay somebody else for a course. Why pay these people in the group and get the same information that they have? That 30 years experience, Miss Ward, DCNF, all of them in that managerial position. Why not take advantage of that?
There you go.
So, in the same way you're setting it up where we can employ the people who are in the crew that take the course. Why the hell not? We know what they know, so they already know where we at. And if they don't want to work for us, at some point we can say, hey, 6 months, let's get you out there and do your own thing.
Yep.
So it is what it is. But I truly appreciate this, everything you do. I couldn't even understand how you understand how dangerous I'd have been if I'd have known about this 10, 15 years ago. It would have been a misunderstanding. Oh my God. And since I quit the job last August, dude, I have not looked back. I don't see myself filling out an application again for anybody's employment. It's too much money out here to take advantage of. Um,
Let me ask you this. Now you quit last August. Are
huh?
you losing any sleep about if you're gonna get any work next week or next month or
Nope.
next year?
Don't even care. I already know that with all the systems that you put in place, all with the blueprint, there is no
Mhm.
way. 210 give me grief. Old Republic is going to keep on calling. If Old
Yes.
Republic give me grief, Amazon going to call. Amazon gave me grief, told me $1,200. I told them I'm not going to do nothing else. They sent me a check for 7. Then the next day I got another check for the rest of the money. So they need you. as much as you need them. So why not? And this is the other thing. When we go into somebody's house and you give them the price, I used to make the mistake and look at people's surroundings like, I can't afford this. I tell somebody today, oh, it's going to cost you about $496 to replace this board. And they were like, okay. I was like, you can go buy another washer. But they were determined to keep this washer a friend gave them. So, and it's another thing. I just told a friend, you got to fail fast. I was hesitant about going out to jobs that I diagnosed that I wasn't totally positive. And the longer I put it off, the longer I don't know. So get out there, make those mistakes. Hey, I'm sorry, ma'am. This is my process elimination was wrong. I had to upgrade. I'm going to go ahead and leave it the same price, but I got to replace the motor on the dryer. She got upset, but today when that motor came in, she was elated to see my chocolate. So you know, it was fearful. It was a lot of fear in the beginning. Well, not really. It was fear of the unknown. The stuff with dryers and washers, you walk in there, okay, whatever. You basically diagnose that over the phone, but you don't. But so you buy the parts, you got it with you in case that's what it is, you knock it out. But then when you go on this other stuff, just fail fast. The faster we fail, the easier it is to get on that other side of the test. So I truly appreciate you. All the businesses you started, and the real estate is also on pop, but with the way you do the real estate, makes it easier for us. I got to generate the cash. My girl wants to buy an apartment building, but I said, let's start another business to generate money to buy the apartment building.
There you go.
Because the apartment building is only going to kick us off a couple of dollars a month. And if one thing go wrong, that money gone. But the business is kicking off money every day. So I truly appreciate you guys, and you especially, you didn't have to do it for us. You didn't have to do nothing. Like these other cats are retiring and not saying nothing about the business. That lady just talked to me the other day. Her son, I'm doing her dryer. I had to tell her it was best for her to buy new because she was just going to give me $1,000 to fix both pieces. I'm like, nah, I can't do that. But she was saying that her son was looking for a trade, and they had no trade in none of the high schools here. You can't learn automotive. You can't even learn woodworking no more. It's all stuff to do with computers, and that's fine and dandy, but they can make it where a plumber's gonna be charging $195 to walk through your door. Because there ain't none. So, but the next step is I definitely want that information so I can get the contractors, because it's harder here in Vegas because of the unions and all the other stuff. But if I can go to the other states and get it and start making money there, and then bring that up, try to get that grandfathered in on over that reciprocity, why not? So.
I got my paperwork right here. They sent it back. I had to get something else signed. I'll send it back tomorrow. Yep, I got it going.
See, and that's that mailbox money. That's the biggest blessing. I don't count what I make if I don't get it cash that day. So when that mailbox money come in, I'll make $500 a day. However, that mailbox is just something that's outstanding. You go and you see something in your box, and then I'm with that ProConnect AHS. That's that direct deposit the next day. They sent me an email. We'll be depositing $495 in your account tomorrow. I'm like, thank you, appreciate you. So with that exposure, it's all about exposure. I look at some of these people, and I think somebody was that. I was watching something. Somebody was driving past little businesses, and they were showing how much these people were making an hour. Basically, they'll drive past Walmart, average minimum wage is $8 or something like that, Dollar Tree. I think it was Derek Grace. But whatever he was doing, it was showing that the American dream is really American. You're not set up to win. You are set up to be a worker, and they basically insulated it where you're going to have to go to school and come back and work for us, or work for them. So why not get out there for yourself and get a piece of the pie? The real pie, the actual cash in hand that they convert into real estate investments, ice cream parlors, and whatever else your endeavors are, because it's needed. People want a business. People want to work for somebody. So why not?
There you go. And that's the stuff that they don't teach us. Even with the ice cream parlor, somebody asked me why I don't rent my buildings out. I said I started doing the math with the ice cream parlor. all I need is $50 a day out of that ice cream parlor to make what that building would rent. $1,500 a month is what I probably could get at the high end for that building. If I make
Uh-huh.
$50 a day out the ice cream parlor, that ain't but about 10 cups of ice cream. No, I do that in an hour. So I can make, as long as I clear $50 out of there a day, I'll get the rent that I would have out of somebody.
And
So
and
I
people don't even
ain't
see
gonna
it.
worry about them not paying it.
And beyond that, we can't even see it. The traditional, I'm a go ahead and rent it out and wait for 30 days to get my money, and then if
Yeah,
something happens, that money has just disappeared. So
yeah.
why not get that daily money? And these younger cats got 12 Airbnbs. They're not even 30 years old, but they're making
Mm-hmm.
that daily income to change the
Uh-huh.
way they look at things. And if it's $50 a day or 100, Erica Williams had brought up $28 a day working at her to make the money she needed to start her investment career.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you don't even see that. We don't even see it as that small amount. $50, $28. Whether what it is, if you go get it, figure out a way to get it that's at the fastest way possible. I've been out to work for about 7 hours today. I'm at about $800 for the day. And lady paid me $4.95 to change out the transmission on the laundry center. I said I ain't changing out nothing. I went and bought another laundry center for $250, and I'm gonna drop that in there in her tenant's house. Take that other one out. I save myself some money and headache. Then I'm gonna take the parts off the other laundry center and fix something that I need to fix that I can't even find a part for. And the home warranty is giving me $800 to do that. I'm like, ooh, 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 ooh. So you start thinking differently when you actually running a business. Now I just
Yeah.
got to get the tweaks. I got a demo with Workiz, thank you and Miss Ward, and then I
Uh-huh.
got the consultation this evening with Miss Ward, who is awesome. And then
Mhm.
I paid for that consultation, and I advise people pay like you weigh. So if they, pay for it. Take the time
Mhm.
out. We investing in ourselves. It's some different than we buying a book or something
Yeah,
else.
right. This
So,
this is the thing too. What he's saying is bringing up a great point.
uh,
When you buying when you go into like the Miss Wards and the DC and the Alpha and them to get constellation, uh, they're doing it right now. It ain't no theory. They're actually doing it right now with you. So you getting real live experience on how to fix your stuff because they're doing it right now. This is not something somebody gave you some generic information. There's somebody in your field who's doing it right now, who's making it work, and you all seeing it.
that's the blessing. It's learn while you earn, and then you're talking to people who's actually in the mix of it. Because if they
Mhm.
weren't in the mix, they giving us the theory of it. It's a lot of books with theory on it. Most of the books are theory. What do you think
Uh-huh.
Trump's books were? They were all theory. Rich Dad Poor Dad books. It's a lot of theory in there. There's no action, no
Right.
blueprint to get it done, to make the money. You can make the money, but they're giving you, they're at that level, millionaire, deck millionaire level, and they're telling you with your $40,000 a year, this is what you should be doing. And
Yeah, yeah.
what am I going to do with that? 40, I got 80 in student loans, you got car notes, you trying to go on a vacation, and then you
Yeah.
got kids looking at trying to go on trips. Before you know it, you just spent all that money, and then you
Uh-huh.
broke. So I just looked at a picture saying I missed out on a little family reunion because I was broke or I was not minding my business. So that's
Uh-huh.
the key thing. Now I don't miss out Jack. I can bounce whenever I want to. And just like Slick was out there in Turks and Caicos, a week prior to that I was in Jamaica chilling,
Uh-huh.
thinking Appliance repair that I ain't got to look at. Nobody got to tell me nothing because soon as we get back, I make
You have
that
to
money.
put in for no vacation time or nothing.
Nobody asking vacation time, ain't in no rush to get back. If we decided to change our plans and go hop over to Cuba, we could have did that too. So, but the point of purpose is the fact that we have that freedom to go do it. It is not free. Pay the money to get the course. Don't be BSing saying, oh, maybe next week, maybe next week. I could have been up. If I got the course in November of 2019, started the business in January, I would have been, if I'd have started in September when I first heard about it and got my behind there, would have been that attitude money is different. When I was going into work and I got some money in the bank, and you can't tell me. I know I got 6 months covered. So I'm out.
Yeah.
So I truly appreciate you guys, everybody on on there helping out when I throw up something up there, and it's all willing to help and not even be condescending. However, if you got the course, don't ask stuff that's in the course. Go look at the course.
Yeah.
That's it. Look, we know you. That most of us, especially DCNF and Miss Word, know you did not look at the course if you asking basic stuff.
Right.
They're out there for you. So let's go get it. And that's why you got to go in there and talk to them, pay them for their consultations. I got another appliance repair guy out here that I used to work with while I was doing property management. I call him for advice, and he don't even want nothing, but I'm making sure I stop by his house with something, because he gonna think about twice picking up that phone when I say, look, I'm lost. I didn't take everything, and this dryer is still not turning on. He was like, yep, it's the motor. He said, I bet $1,000 it's the motor. To put the motor in, it popped right up. So I definitely appreciate you guys. And hopefully I might have to buy that Jaguar off you when you get tired of it.
Yeah, man, that became my weekend toy.
Exactly. So I appreciate you guys. Go ahead back on with that show, and I appreciate everything you do.
All right, thanks.
All right, bye.
All right, we're gonna end on that. I want to thank everybody for watching. Like I say, if you would like to call in on Wednesdays from 1 until 4 p.m. I have you can call the number 919-373-5526. That's the office number. And if you got any questions about the course, I can answer those questions for you and get them taken care of. Once again, thank everybody for calling in. And I'm gonna answer this one question here. Debo46. I'm a newbie and not exactly mechanically inclined. Is the online course good for me? Yeah. You can do everything if you know how to use a pair of pliers and a screwdriver. Yes, you can do the online course and you'll be fine. Once again, if you hadn't already, click in the description by the course, and I'll be back talking to you all on Thursday. If you would like to talk to me more, you will talk to me more about the course. Debo46. Call the number in the description and the number that's scrolling at the bottom. Wednesday between 1 and 4 Eastern Standard Time, 919-373-5526. You call that number and I'll answer any questions that you have. Once again, thank you for calling, and I'll talk to you all later.